This is kvci.blogspot.com. Brother George Boston Rhymes in Valdosta, Georgia, at Wal-Mart store 2615. I come again on behalf of Wal-Mart workers at store 2615 and all Wal-Mart employees here in Valdosta, the state of Georgia, and around the world. Why Wal-Mart need unions? By the way, I'm standing in back of Wal-Mart store 2615. This is where I work during Christmas time. And often managers would leave their keys outside. We will find them and we return them to them. I'll get to that later. But I want you to know that Wal-Mart needs unions because Wal-Mart failed to train their employees. Wal-Mart claimed to have an open door policy, yet it don't work. Wal-Mart proclaimed to have a 10-foot rule. So when you get within 10 feet of a manager or a co-worker, you're supposed to greet them. That is not being done, and we all know that. Wal-Mart has a fixture room that OSHA needs to be called in. Fire exits blocked. Many of these things that I'm telling you about today has already been highlighted in my 34 to 38 letters that I've sent to Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated, but I've been ignored for over 3 years and 8 months. When customers' information from gun sales on 4473s were completed and insecure in a filing cabinet that would not lock, in a side cabinet that would not lock, I brought it to management's attention that this needed to be corrected. Well, nothing was done. And I apparently was labeled for trying to do what was right. Therefore, Wal-Mart needs unions. I received my D-Day when store manager Hal said I was working off the clock, and I admitted I was. I typed the letter with 142 words, and they gave me a D-Day for working off the clock. There was many times I worked off the clock, and others worked off the clock, and they know we worked off the clock because we had to do it. But this is why Wal-Mart needs unions. I was written up for saying and accused of having a dirty department. Yet when I come in at 7 o'clock as a department manager, there was no employees to do the work in the sporting goods department from 7 to 2. And so when I go to lunch, I had to get somebody from the front end, cashier, somebody from hardware to come and work the sporting goods counter while I went to lunch. That means instead of doing managerial type duties as price changes, I had to do what a regular associate or worker would do. And so they wrote me up saying I had price changes that were not being done. I told co-manager Andy about it. I told assistant manager Frank, and others knew that I was there by myself. Often I had to get other people from other departments just to remove exercise equipment, trampolines, because I didn't have anybody working in sporting goods to assist me. Yet Tamika, you write me up for having price changes that were not done. How silly can you be? But this is why Wal-Mart need a union. Often my employees or my workers would be called to go to various other departments, such as hardware, front end, wherever they needed. That forced me as department manager to stop price changes, stop doing counts or whatever it was, to do what my workers would do. That meant department managers' duties and responsibilities went undone. But there was nothing I could do about it, because Walmart apparently has become a God beside God and answers to no one. This is why Walmart need unions and the people, not the people that's working at Walmart, because we know they scared as hell, but the people and the customers who shop at Walmart should care more about their mothers, their fathers, their sisters, and their American citizens, that they let Walmart know that it's time for a change in America's largest retail store without workers' rights. That is why Walmart need unions. And when I brought it to the attention of managers, I was not the department manager at this time. Nearly $4,000 worth of pen reels, the most expensive reels, was down under the counter in sporting goods. The price kept going down, and nobody would put them out for customers to see them. It was like as if though somebody was saving them for their friends. I got them out of the bottom counter. I priced them, put the red label on them. One guy came by, looked like he was from the Amazon. He was so glad to see him. He bought $1,500 worth of reels one day, came back in 2 days and bought the rest of them. About $4,000 worth of reels had been hidden away, in my most humble opinion. I pulled them out and we sold them. And because of my actions, this may be why, instead of being rewarded, I was terminated. Same way with guns, as you will hear on Chuck Judge's statement. You'll see it on Chuck Judge's statement that he gave on behalf of me. Guns were the same way. Guns was not labeled. Identified all guns by name. Sectioned them off in levels so people could find them quickly for the customers. Took the guns that had been reduced in price, and the price keep going down, as if though they won't sell. It wasn't that they wouldn't sell. Store manager Hal didn't have a system to put them out there on the counter so the people would know that the guns had been reduced, and so they keep reducing the price and reducing the price as if though they won't sell. Well, how in the hell can they sell when the customers don't know they back there in the gun room? So I stood up and I listed all those guns on a sheet of paper with red labels and put them on the counter, and the guns began to sell like hotcakes. Check Judge, one of my coworkers, check his statement out. His video, you'll see he's a white guy. Hal came out and he saw that. And he told us to take the labels down. It didn't look right on the counter. That got rid of that. So this is why Walmart needs unions, so people will have a voice on trying to make things better, even for Walmart to make more money. But the core of the wrong at Walmart is so deep and so deeply rooted until very few people at Walmart give a damn about anything anymore except keeping out unions and mistreating America's workers in an at-will-to-work state like Georgia, wherein a worker can be fired for good cause, bad cause, or for no cause at all, and they don't even have to tell them, thanks to our Georgia legislators. They don't even have to tell us why we are terminated. When I arrived at Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated, sporting goods, many guns did not have gun locks on them, which is a violation, even of Walmart policy. And so I sought to correct that, and I did. Yet Walmart gonna fire me for inability to perform jobs simply because I have been trained in the military to follow directives, to follow guidelines, to follow procedures, and to do what was right, hoping, expecting that I would be rewarded for the good work that I did. But instead, store manager Hal, co-manager Andy, and Frank Summerlin saw that I was terminated. I have no questions about my performance. And I'm not casting pearls upon myself, but the truth speaks for itself. Jody, the previous department manager before me, nobody saw her assembling exercise equipment. Nobody saw her assembling deer stands. Nobody saw her putting up and putting down deer stands. Nobody saw her doing that. And the people that worked in Wal-Mart know that she didn't train anybody. But when George Boston Rhymes took over as department manager, I trained my people. I assisted them because I knew it was my responsibility as a department manager to do so. So what happened? What happened? They terminate me. And my worker will back me up in that. All the corporate office has to do is to call my co-workers, and they'll tell them. After I left, they told me, George, they not training us at all now. I know I did a good job. And yet I'm terminated on March 20th, 2008 under the heading of inability to perform job. Simply because, undoubtedly, incompetent managers had made some mistakes. Let me give you some more here. I identified that, listen to me closely, I identified that managers was not performing the daily and monthly gun checks, which is a requirement. Weeks had passed and they had not done the daily gun audits, monthly audits. And so what did I do? I was persistent in telling Assistant Manager Frank and others that they were not being done. But I'm the one that was terminated under the heading of inability to perform job. And so you wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing. It is simple. I'm tired of seeing the so-called wicked, unfair, those that are in the cliques and among the slicks, get away and continue to be rich while we are terminated simply because we are the professionals, but because we don't suck up to the wicked. You get the message. And I'm not saying anything today, nothing that I haven't already said. Already on my blog, already in my records, all the corrections that I made sure that I documented it. When I found out how wicked and unfair Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated at this store was, I kept tight memo for records. If I did not keep memo for records, I wouldn't have generated a book like this with everything that took place with me when I walked around in this store, 2615. What did I have in my presence? What did I have in my presence? I had a newspaper and I had a notebook. I took documentation. I took notes. And when I called Andy to show him how dirty the apartment was when we came in mornings, when they would get on me about it, and he did absolutely nothing. Yeah, co-manager Andy, I think he's in Thomasville now, getting big money. Yeah, it seems like to me, the ones who fail in their responsibility and fail to follow directives and guidelines, they are the ones who are promoted on up the channel. We who can think outside of the box of incarceration and indoctrination are treated like workers in China or in some other third world communist nation. And so I fight to make a change at Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated, and I have no intentions of backing up from Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated. I want the truth to be known because the truth deserves to be known. Because Jesus said, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth shall set and make you free. And so the more truth I speak, the freer I become. You don't keep records like this when you are incompetent. You can't speak like I'm speaking based upon truth, being incompetent. You can't say that Wal-Mart needs a union based upon misinformation, wherein you have not done your homework. I've done my homework, and I've done it well. When I received my first pink slip, I got it all documented here because I found out that Wal-Mart didn't give a damn about what was right. All they wanted to do is what they wanted to do. They don't care nothing about policies, directives, and guidelines. I've shown you the 34-page training documents. 34 pages, 4 weeks of required training. You know it better than I do now. And you're gonna know more before it's over. And so I say to Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated President Mike Newt, Board of Directors Chairman David Glass, and every Board of Director member respectively, this will not go away, and I'm too tall to bury my head in the sand like the legend concerning the ostrich bird and pretend that I'm in heaven while you continue to treat your workers like you do. And they got enough confidence in me to keep me informed of what's going on, and I'm documenting it because I want the American people to know the truth about you. I want you to know that what I do is out of great love and respect for Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated, backed up by the respect I have for the Honorable Sam Walton. But I humbly suggest to Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated that you're doing a great disservice to the Honorable Sam Walton. And to his family, I do not believe you approve of the direction Wal-Mart has taken over the years. I just believe that. Maybe I'm wrong. So I appeal unto the Wal-Mart's family. I appeal unto Wal-Mart investors. I appeal unto the American people. I appeal unto Wal-Mart workers who are scared to stand up on the basics of truth. I appeal unto Jehovah God, Allah God, Astaroth, whatever dear to you, bow down to. Followers of the son of Amram and Yoshabel Moses, I appeal unto you to call somebody and tell them that the people need rights in the state of Georgia at Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated, and it is indeed time for a change. This is kvci.blogspot.com, George Boston Ryan, doing what I do because I truly, truly love you. This is not a game. This is the real deal. I charge Wal-Mart with disrespecting me and ignoring me for 3 years and 8 months. And I also charge Wal-Mart for disrespecting the American people during these hard economic times. And it is indeed time for a change. And so I will close this out now. But soon, and very soon, I shall return with another clip in order that you may know the truth and that you will better understand the sword of righteousness in this day and time in which we live. Until next time, Brother George Boston Ryan, bye-bye, we gone.